It's about that time. You're rocking with your boy Damo Unleashed and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman podcast. Stay tuned.
Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. I gotta turn up this function, like I'm in the Lotus and punch it. All I'm gonna ask is stay in your lane, and you won't be food for my luncheon. I'm coming up out of the dungeon, cooking up plans to make something from nothing. And since I secured the bag, it's time to do math, so I'ma keep hustling. I thought I had lost my way or something. I am not feeling what they say is busting. They keep us trapping this way, disgusting. If you so happen to catch me flexing, I could be killing the stressful day for learning how to install some chromic crystals on the Escalade. Matching the arm that's on my sternum. I am for the sake of the people, grabbing my Glock and pray to the Lord, cause not everybody tryna be peaceful. I still hope we set the stage for showing them how it's supposed to be, so those that's close to me won't have to ask, hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Let me explain what I'm talking about. Had a joint called down about it. Letting these loud mouths know how to move without sound. Best if we don't even shout out. Midwest, east, west, down south, till we get even or even above. Till then we gon' opt out and educate on the backside. Folk gotta act right and they won't backslide. Just put it together no matter the weather, my brother. So hey, if you dealing with vices in you and it's cutting you up like against you, put it on chill for real, or they gon' just use it against you. You got in that bag. Quiet water.
What's going on, y'all, man? Welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast show. I am one half of your host, Damo Unleashed, man. Happy to have you guys here on a Tuesday. But right now, I'm going to take this time to roll out the red carpet for a good friend of mine that is like a brother's soul. The floor is now yours.
Thank you, Mr. Damo, man. How's everybody doing? First of all, let me say, I know that people have been waiting for the radio show to come back. I'm having such a terrible issue trying to find an affordable computer, because every computer and laptop is over $1,000 no matter where you go. If you want a good one, if I want a trash one, then I can just go down to the Goodwill and buy one. But that ain't what I need to do my multimedia and run my radio show. So thanks for everybody for watching. Everybody know Tuesday's the best day of the week because it's the Nashville Caveman. Shouts out to everybody. Hopefully they had a good 4th of July. Nobody got hurt. Everybody was safe. Shouts out to everybody coming up this weekend who has wrestling shows and events. Not me this weekend, but on the 18th, I'll make my debut at IWF in Sparta, Tennessee. That is IWF in Sparta, Tennessee. So if you're around the Sparta, Tennessee area, come out and see the Human Anaconda at IWF. How was your weekend, Mr. Damo?
Man, pretty good. The 4th was... It's been a while since I actually had an off day on the 4th. I can't remember the last time I had an off day, so it was kind of cool. I took the grill out about 10 o'clock Saturday. Was done by 1. Ain't nothing like that grease popping. When you hear that grease popping, ain't nothing like that grease popping on the grill. So, that was cool. Went down and watched the fireworks, and Nashville put on a hell of a show. But it was like I was telling you before we started the show. The fireworks are only really enjoyable if you're really up on them close. Right. When you're not up on them, I mean, they're nice, but it's just not the same. But, I was happy to have the 4th off. And it was unfortunate some of the events that happened. I think 4 people got shot downtown, including an 8-year-old girl. And the 4th and New Year's are 2 of the scariest times as far as holidays, because when you hear fireworks pop off, you don't know if they fireworks or gunshots.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
It was an 8-year-old girl that was downtown, and somebody at the time where they was letting off the fireworks, somebody decided to take a weapon and pop it in the air, and what goes up must come down. And
Right.
a little girl in the back. So
That's crazy. They find out where the bullet came from?
well, they're looking right now. They don't really have a suspect, which is unfortunate because there's no update on the girl's health either. You don't know how she's doing.
That's true too, because I don't know where it hit her in the back at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They only
crazy.
give you so much information, so
And I be trying to tell people, you're responsible where the bullet goes. So when people shoot up in the air, things like that can happen. The shell casing can hit you in the head, or a bullet can come down and, man, Jesus Christ.
yeah, just like that.
My prayers go out. Absolutely.
But it was kind of cool, man. The weather wasn't too bad. Actually, at the time when we went to go watch the fireworks, man, had a little breeze. So I was like,
Yeah. I'm hoping everybody's staying cool because, it's been hot these last few days. The heat index been high.
Man, did you see over in Europe? They're fighting over. They actually told them that they got to set their conditioners and stuff at a certain level, and they were fighting over ACs and fans, and it's a lot of people. It's a few people that lost their life due to the heat wave over that way. So
Get out of here! I did not know that.
yeah, and then I've been keeping up with the whole Venezuela earthquake. They had back-to-back earthquakes. And now the number of deceased is at 3,000. Number of injured is at 12,000, I think it was. So, praying for them down there too.
Yeah, man. Life is hard sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You never know. It's like I tell folks, you never know. You have to prepare for everything.
Man, I tell you what. Man, I don't ever want to live in one of these high-rise buildings. I don't care what they talk about. I don't want to live in one of these high-rise buildings. Hell no.
Right.
I mean, 9/11, hell, the worst place to be is on the bottom floor when the building coming down.
Yeah. Well, then I guess the second worst place to be is at the top as you falling down. So I don't.
I guess you got a better shot if you're up top though, because if you get in one of them crevices, I think the people that they normally find in them scenarios are the people on the top floor.
Gotcha.
Because if all of that fall on you, you ain't got a chance in hell. It's you know what I'm saying? But if you fall and you get like in a closet somewhere and it don't totally destruct, then there might be a chance that you can be saved. So, man,
that's true. Yeah, because you can fall and break something and still be safe. But if something falls on you, that's terrible. Yeah.
But do you want to be on the 50th floor when a building coming down? I mean, do you really want to take them chances? Damn.
No. After seeing them people jump out the window doing 9/11, man, that was just awful.
Man. When you do that, you choosing the way that you're going to go. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you're going to be gone regardless. It's better. I guess it's better to choose your own way because, man, could you imagine the people that decided to fight to the last second and then all of a sudden everything coming down? Woo. You talking about sheer terror. So, but, and the 4th of July tend to be a violent holiday. I don't know why.
But like you said, they can mask the gunshots with the fireworks.
Yep.
Hell, even if they ain't shooting, if they're trying to kill you or stab you, they can mask it too with the fireworks.
Chicago had a lot of.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago.
I don't know what's going on in some of these cities that make them so violent like that, but it is what it is. 4th of July is supposed to be a place where you can have peace and family and come together and celebrate whatever you want to celebrate, But damn, you can't even celebrate
Man,
4th of July.
you know, I think our society has got it backwards. I think
Yeah.
they need to be a little bit more stiffer on alcohol. Because I think, man, when you put alcohol in people's systems, especially people who are mentally all the way not there, that
Hmm.
is a bad recipe.
Yes.
You know,
Yep. But that's the number one thing that goes up, right? Like alcohol sales on the 4th of July. Jesus, man, you know how much money they make. So yeah,
yeah,
so they don't want
I
to hear
think
that.
that's you think of Memorial Day, Labor Day, all of them
Hmm.
holidays when they mix alcohol with it, it
Hmm.
just it. I mean, violence is going to follow.
That's true.
Anywhere there's a lot of alcohol, there's going to be violence.
Yep.
But you know, I was talking to somebody and we was hold on, I gotta move this. All right, it was getting in my way. Exercise bike, y'all. All right, there we go. All right, buddy, now you're on my way. Man, it's unfortunate too because I was having this conversation, Sky, and I know I'm gonna get on to the topics, but we were
Mhm.
talking about like marijuana. You know what I'm saying? And like they will not pass the law to legalize it. And somebody was asking me like, well, it was like, Damo, why do you think that is? And I was like, for pharmaceutical reasons. I was like, man, you know all the psych pills and stuff that people on. If you give them that, and then they no longer going to get them, that hurt the pharmaceutical. Them pharmaceutical
Mhm.
companies, that hurt them. You know, all them people with anxiety and depression, and you replace that with it is what
Yeah.
it is.
And who knows,
And
some of
then,
these big farmers might be using a little bit of THC and CBD and marijuana in their products because they know what you're
yeah,
saying is true. So it's,
yeah,
instead of giving you the whole marijuana to heal you, I'll just give you enough to keep coming back, sort of like cocaine. Give you enough to keep coming back. But if we know that we could grow our own, like an aloe vera plant, and heal ourselves through the natural plant of hemp, you're right. They wouldn't, at least they wouldn't make as much money as they're making now. How about that?
well, I mean, it ain't the fact that we be able to grow it that's their issue. It's their issue is that I think it would heal some ailments that people have, and
Mm-hmm.
that way they would lose money because people
Yeah.
wouldn't be going. They wouldn't go to them and get these drugs, these pills that
Right.
people take. When the simple solution probably would be for them to smoke.
I
I
mean, if
think
you
that's
think
what it
about it,
is.
what were the sick people doing before medical, modern medicine was invented, right?
I believe because now they call it medical marijuana. Like, think about it. It ain't no it's marijuana. Ain't no medical about
Okay.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yeah, yeah, I know that. Again, this is why they created the patent part of the government, so they can patent things that you can't. This is why only certain parts of stuff the government researches and you can't. Have you ever noticed that the government can research Antarctica, space, ocean, and cadavers? You can't do that. You go to jail. They may not ever catch you cutting open a cadaver trying to figure out how the heart works and how this organ works. So yeah, they have been studying this stuff forever, and that's why I'm with you. That's probably why when it comes to that, they won't allow it to be just like, okay, here you go. But people that smoke marijuana, if you know any potheads, they will tell you everything you're saying as far as whatever their anxiety, depression, things like that. It helps them. ADD, ADHD, yeah.
Think about how many psychiatrists and all these people that were put out of business.
Mhm. Yeah. America is a
So
business.
yeah, so they can't make money off of it, and so until they figure out a way where it doesn't interfere with the pharmaceutical part of the business, then they
Hmm.
let it be free. But But
Yep.
because you can't convince me that alcohol hasn't, man, I mean, how many deaths due to alcohol? I mean, man.
You got to talk about today, Damo. Just think about the 1800s in the saloons. How many deaths happened because of alcohol? So that ought to tell you what the amount is today.
Yeah. And back then, they had stronger stuff. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they was drinking almost gasoline or oil. Moonshine, man. Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Put a hole in your chest. Think you on Total Recall, had some moonshine. And moonshine
but you know what, though, on the flip side of it, on the flip side, if jail is a business, prison is a business, concentration camps is a business, and they're building these things, you have to put people in them, right? So the best way to do it is to get folks drunk, have them break the law so they can fill these prisons.
And they doing a good job at it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these folks out here freaking out. I'm going to show y'all how this girl was dealing with the police, right? And this is, and I was just like, here we go. They need to find some kind of solution to these folks. So without further ado,
I didn't go spit in my way! Why am I shut up? Get out of my face!
Stop! Don't come up to me like that. Don't do
I
that.
came up to you!
No! Don't do
I was
that.
trying to walk around you!
No, you're not doing that.
I'm walking around you!
No, you're not. Don't walk up to me like
I
that.
didn't walk up
Get
to
in the
you.
elevator. Get in the elevator.
That is weird! I don't want to be here. There's not a black person in sight! What are we talking about? I am the elevator! Go home.
Let's go. Out.
You kicked us
Come
out
on.
because of that?
Let's
You
go.
threatening me.
Let's go.
What was the threat?
Let's go.
Get off me.
No.
Get the fuck off me, officer. Get off of me. I know my rights.
No, you need to go.
Get off of me.
This is your last
Get your
warning.
hands off of
If
me.
you don't, you are gonna get arrested.
Because of
Do
what?
you understand
Arrested
it?
for what?
You have been told to leave numerous times.
But
you have
you
not.
just told me that.
You are not
10
going to
seconds
stand there
ago.
and yell at her.
I want to know what I did.
We're past
You're
that.
not putting on no.
We're past that.
You didn't even look at the cameras.
We
You're
don't-
putting me out without even doing an investigation.
We don't need to.
You
look
do
at
need to do
no,
that.
I do not.
I'm telling you different from
She
what she
wants to
said.
leave. It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It's
does
free
not-
will. That's
it
not
does-
how this works in
it does
America.
not matter.
That's not how it works. You can't arrest me and I didn't do nothing.
You need
They
to.
gonna look at the cameras and tell you that you were dumb as hell. I'ma sue you.
Okay.
Cause you were the one that was wrong.
Don't even do it. There's another reason my ankle.
Okay. See you, bud.
Yep, I'm here to check in.
Okay.
There's a reason I'm an ankle monitor. So
And you just overly grabbed my arm. I fucking buzzing.
That's
and you
fine.
can still put me on an ankle monitor?
Who's putting you on an
This
ankle?
man on an ankle monitor.
Okay.
I guys sent me.
You know what? He just committed a
You
robbery.
put your hands on me so you can still put me on an ankle
you
monitor.
need to go.
Because I want to know what
You
it
need to go.
is.
Stop.
Stop.
Hey, Malfunction, is that in Clarksville? The Reveal House Pub and Eatery? Okay, so I was talking to Malfunction. He was in the comments.
yeah, I'm seeing that. What's up? What's up, Malfunction? I actually need to get in contact with him.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, so I don't know. I actually don't know what happened there. All I know is if she has a grievance, there are ways to go above the people, because whoever works there, they have bosses too, and whoever their bosses is, they work for a corporation. There's a way to say, hey, I was done wrong at this establishment without yelling and screaming at a cop or security guard or whoever. Because at that moment, the cop has the authority, and at that moment, you're on somebody else's property. So if you want to yell and scream, you have to leave their property, go across the street, do whatever you do, yell and scream, and go through the proper channels. But I don't, that whole video, I don't know what happened. What happened, Damo?
Well, I don't know the full story. I will say this though. Acting like that will not get you anywhere. It does not get you any positive results. So it's just pointless to have that kind of energy. I'm talking about even if those weren't cops, with anybody, it's pointless to have that energy. You know what I'm saying? And it also feeds into the stereotype that we don't like. We hate stereotypes, but I mean, she fed right into it, you know, and that's a good way to take a chaotic situation and make it worse. You know what I mean? A lot of times with a lot of these cops, they everyday people like you and I. You know, a lot of them just want to go home. They do. They don't really want to deal with all that. You know,
I don't blame them.
you ain't got to ask me twice to leave somewhere where I'm not wanted.
Absolutely.
I don't get that.
And that's what I was trying to figure out the story. Like, did somebody attack her, verbally attack her? Were they putting out because she's making too much noise? I didn't get the whole story. All I got was the tail end of she's trying to tell them that they was in the wrong. But if they was in the wrong, go through the proper channels to do it because everybody has a boss. That's all you have to do. But sitting there yelling and screaming, I don't know what. You ain't forget your money back.
Making the scenery because
so
now,
I don't know what
because now there can't be any communication. You done passed that threshold of having a decent conversation now.
Right.
But yelling like that, because now they just want you to go. Now they don't want to hear anything you got to say. They're just like, get out.
Nothing.
You know? And me, you know, I told, man, I was having a conversation with this Haitian dude, right? Because, you know, they was, maybe we were talking about this last week. TPS, temporary protection status, right? And they was like, oh, it's racist, it's racist. And I'm like, I asked the dude, I was like, well, if you think America is racist as you say it is, why are you fighting to go back home when there's not a home to go back to? Whose fault is that? You know what I'm saying? You're part of that. It's just like my house. If something starts going wrong with my house, I'm not the only person in it, but I'm a part of it.
Right.
So who is that on? Right. You know, I'm not going to fight to stay somewhere I'm not wanted. I don't get that about anybody pertaining to anything. If it was a restaurant and you told me to get out, if I felt like I was unwelcome, you ain't got to tell me to leave. I'm leaving on my own. Correct. I don't get why people fight and fuss to be in places where they feel like they're not welcome.
To me, it's a waste of time.
You know, this hotel was this. Leave and go elsewhere.
Go elsewhere. That's right. Especially if you ain't spent your money just yet. Go elsewhere. You in a restaurant and you ain't rude, then hell, somebody will take your money. Go somewhere else.
Even if they took my money, Sky, give me a reimbursement. We can do this peacefully. Oh, okay, it'll take a couple days. Okay. Have a great day. Leave. And then if you want to get on video and do like, you know, like people do a review on their experience, then you can do that. But to sit there and argue and to fight back and forth, regardless of what it was, to go back and forth with police, you're not going to, it's just like with your parent. You ain't going to win, you go back and forth with your parent. I'm just telling you.
That's true. Well, a lesson learned from her, but again, with this show, our goal is for other people to learn that lesson. There's a right way and a wrong way to do things, and what she was doing, I guess, leaned toward the wrong way.
Yeah.
So we need to learn from her mistake and say, hey, if you have an issue somewhere, especially in a business establishment like that, it's the right way of doing it. And first of all, who was recording? Did this come off the cop's body cam? Like, who was recording?
I think that was the cop. It looked like it was the cop's body cam.
Okay. Gotcha.
You know, which they wanted these cops. I think, if anything, you really get to see what's going on when these cops have to interact with folks. And I'm gonna tell you, if it was me, I couldn't be a cop. Y'all already know. I'll Billy Club everybody. You got one time and we down to the river. You know what I'm saying? We going down by the lake. Ain't that what they say? Down by the lake. You got one time. Make me chase you and drop a jelly donut. One time. And then I catch up to you. You getting choked out. You know, I might even drop a couple elbows on you. But I'm just telling you, the restraint that a lot of these cops have, I commend them. Because it couldn't be me out of that. Could you imagine If she had that kind of energy with another person, what do you think would have been going on? It would have been a
I
fight.
mean, think about it with another cop because he was nice. Any other
Oh,
cop
yeah.
probably would put the handcuffs on when she was on the second floor when she got in the elevator. He was really, really nice and just really asking her nicely just to leave the establishment. You right, another cop would have been in handcuffed and threw her in the car.
Sky, could you imagine dealing with that all day? They got to deal with that. Could you imagine how many calls they get where they got to deal with folks like that?
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they get paid to do it. I mean, let's just say the average cop makes $38 an hour. Is that still enough to deal with people all day?
No. And I can tell you, they don't even make close to that.
And that's why Nashville always has a shortage of police officers. Mm-hmm. And that's why I always have a shortage of police officers. Somebody want to deal with it.
And you can tell that there's a big shortage of police officers. Because all you got to do is go downtown when they host an event. There is no cops directing traffic. So they will have the main street, Broadway, shut down, but no cops are controlling the traffic. So it looked like a big old bumper car. You know them bumper car arenas? That's what the streets look like when they have events. Yep.
Man, speaking of downtown, you can tell Nashville is growing because that night I came down there to see you, man, there was a lot of people. You know, usually when I was coming up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it would be like, man, there it's a lot of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They down there like every day is Friday. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. What's up, Joey? Yeah. So if that city, if Davidson County is going to grow like that, they're going to have to get some more police officers.
He said, I laughed that cop is married to a black woman, though. But all black women ain't the same, man.
He might be.
You know that? Let me tell you, the majority of black women aren't the same. There are some of them that are, they are calm. Even when they angry, are very calm. Not all of them act like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a majority maybe, but I ain't even gonna say that. I say all of them don't really act like that. You know?
Yep.
And then, man, we'll go off topic. I might with this. I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm gonna piss some people off.
I hope you had fun, Malfunction. Go ahead.
Sky, you ready for me to piss some people off? Because I know what's coming.
Yeah. All right.
I seen that too. Okay. Okay. I was thinking of something else. A lot of black chicks, when they with white dudes, their behavior and demeanor is totally different than when they were black dudes.
Mm-hmm.
They are. Their energy is different. You know, they have a different level of respect by great majority when they're dating white dudes compared to. So, you know, man, when y'all date a black chick and when we date a black chick, by majority it's different. It is. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with white girls. Somebody asked me because I was like, you know, I was like, man, I never dated a white girl. And they was like, what is it? I was like, it wasn't that there wasn't access. It was the fact that, man, if you're going to be neck rolling and having an attitude like a black chick, then why would I might as well date the black chick. If I got to deal with a black girl's attitude, I'd rather be a black girl. If I'm dating you, it's because you put the raisins in the potato salad. You know what I'm saying? It's because there's things about you and your culture that's different from mine that I enjoy. But if you know, come off like me, you know, and no. I'm not going to deal with that and the potential of, man, a soggy flat ass later on. I'm sorry, I ain't going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whatever your features is, that's what I like. That's what I like. But then don't get with me, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Now you bonquisha. You're the
Up,
white
Charles.
version of Don
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You're right. I'm gonna tell you that, man. Like, and people get in relationships with people from other cultures, and their demeanors change. I'm telling you, they act different. Don't ask me. Ask me what they ate outside. You know, I know a chick personally that the way she treat black dudes when she with them, and the way she treat other cultures, different. I watch white girls with Hispanics, man, and I'm like, and I'm looking like, what the heck did y'all two end up together? But man, they treat them better than I see them treat white dudes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, white chick with a Hispanic dude and love. You with a white dude and he don't get as much respect.
Mm-hmm.
It be like that in different cultures. Speaking of, man, this next subject kind of going to this guy. Why modern women lack the ability to compromise? And I thought this discussion was a really good discussion. I thought this was a really good discussion. So without further ado, here we go.
Right now, you can have a black woman who's 20. Her mama had her when she was 16. That means she's 36. Her mama had her when she was 16, which means she's 52. So you got 20, 36, 52. All three of them hoes in the club at the same time. Right? All competing for the same no good ass street nigga at the same time. Now the 52-year-old grandmama, right? She feel like I gave my childhood up. I ain't ready to be old yet. Don't call me grandmama. Call me Nana. Call me Gigi. Right? Them the worst kind of hoes in the world. Right? Right? So listen. So you have the 20-year-old, her mama 36, her mama, grandmama is 52. But the 20-year-old got a 4-year-old daughter because she had a daughter when she was 16. Ain't no man in the equation nowhere. So how does growing up in a household where you've never seen your mother and father get into an argument, right, and then come down off the argument and still love on each other? Right now, black women give up on your ass like this. You get into one argument, they're trying to cut you off. You know why? Because they've never seen compromise inside the household. They've never seen their mama or grandmama get into it with their daddy or granddaddy or stepdaddy or step-granddaddy, and then it might be an explosive argument, but I'm showing you that the argument doesn't dictate the longevity of this relationship.
All right. You want to go first, Guy, or you want me to go first?
I know, what the narrative, what he's saying is, but I'm always wondering, what would people do if the government delegalized sex? If they came out with a law saying that you cannot have sex till you 21, there would probably be more people in jail than there is for crack, weed, and probably murders. For anybody to be out here having sex at 15, 16 years old, you still in high school. You talking about grandmama, mama, daughter. You talking almost 4 generations, because probably when that 4-year-old girl gets 16, she's going to have sex. And you're just talking about, what is it about puberty and sex that drives people crazy? I wish I had all the money to fund that state, because I have never known that when people of age, it's like lose their mind. I don't know if the hormones, what it is, but 4 generations of women having kids at 16. I'm not surprised the grandmama don't want to be a grandmama. Shit, is 50. She still got it going on and twerking. I don't blame the 36-year-old mama for not being grown and mature. Hell, she's just 36, and then he is with a 16-year-old child, and now she has a child. But to the narrative, if any man is seeing this, right? If any man is seeing this pattern, no man is going to want to be in the house, because you can't stop it. I cannot go in a household or to a family where every woman is having, because when that 4-year-old gets to 16 and I'm the man of the house trying to teach her, well, you don't need to be having sex now. Wait till marriage. Wait till, she ain't gonna listen to me for what? Hell, all the other women were having sex at such a young age. All the other women didn't get married. All the other women didn't have men in the house. This 4-year-old won't know who her daddy is, her granddaddy is, or her great granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she won't see no men other than when she go to school and them niggas out in the streets. So I get everything that he's saying, but that's my take on it, on why there's no man in the household, because now they've gotten to the point where they're going to do what they want to do when they want to do it.
I think that a cycle like that, I don't think it's ever going to change. And the reason why I think it's never going to change is because of the government. The government is the new Captain Save-A-Ho. That's what they is. If there were no social programs, you wouldn't have all this. I mean, I think you would still have a lot of females and dudes having unprotected sex, right? But I think they'd be more cautious with who they would lay with if there were no social programs.
That's it. But there's no rules
against it, right? Programs give people an excuse to just be reckless.
Look, they make rules for alcohol, right? After a certain time, bars have to stop serving alcohol, right? They make rules for fireworks. Some counties don't allow you to do fireworks. There are some counties in Tennessee that's a dry county, which means you cannot drink alcohol there. You might can purchase it, but you better take your ass somewhere else. Why they're not tough rules on sexuality? I ain't talking about like abortions and playing B pills and telling the woman what to do with her body. At 16, you're not a woman. Why are there not tougher laws for these kids so they won't be out here behind the back of the house having unprotected sex, having kids that they can't even take care of?
You know, I wonder. I'm gonna put the blame where it need to be. It really come down to parenting. It really do. And people are like, well, I can't control when my kid away from me and this and this and that. No.
True, man.
It is your job. Your number one job as a parent is to be a teacher. That is the most important part of parenting, is teaching. You know, but how can you help somebody have a healthy relationship as a parent if you never had one?
Right.
Like, if you're a parent and you suck at relationships, you shouldn't be giving out no relationship advice. None. Even your bad experiences. So what? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot that went into your bad experiences, such as you chose the person. So we had to get to that first to have a whole understanding of your whole situation. Why them?
Right. Can I piggyback off what you just said? They had this thing talking about teachers leaving the school system, right? A lot of teachers are just quitting. And the majority of them is because of the behavior of the kids. And then when they try to talk to the parents still act like kids. The parents are blaming the teachers. So when you're saying parenting, that also goes with the education. You have parents that are having kids at 16. How, when it's time for your child to bring home algebra and stuff, you going to help them on English when you probably had to drop out of high school to raise your child? So you failed your child before you even had a child because you didn't take care of your part, your education. Because you know what, you have kids, they're going to come home with homework. You got to help them, right? If they come home with homework and you like, I don't want to do this, who cares about this? Then the kids are going to be that way. Then when they go to school and fail, you want to blame the teacher? So yeah, you're right. It's all about parenting.
And I'm going to piggyback off of what you just said. Take that girl that we just watched, the video before this one, right? She's old enough and probably is a mother. Now, that's a person that's supposed to teach a child how to, maintain their temperament. This is a person that's supposed to teach a child behavior skills and how to handle yourself in certain situations. Think about that. I mean, she don't even have control over herself. So
the bad part is, Namo, is back in the day, if that would have happened, you could lie and say, hey, it never happened. But then this woman is recorded. So when her child grows up, She can't be like, you can't act this way when the child can now go press a button on the internet and see the way you act. See, that's the problem with this generation. You're being recorded for everything. So now maybe our generation and before us here, they could lie. Hell, we wouldn't know what our grandmoms were doing. We wouldn't even thought about it. But then this generation, when you become a grandmama, oh, your grandchild gonna know what you're doing because you be recording everything or it's being recorded.
And that's why a lot of these kids don't respect their parents. I mean, think about it. That's why a lot of them don't respect their parents. Because the parents don't even have, and that's why them sayings, do as I say, not as I do. That's why them exist. Those exist for horrible parents. That's a parent that's doing some stuff they know they ain't got no business doing, but then they're telling you, do as I say, not as I do.
Right? Absolutely. So, but then when we're saying parenting, all right, are we saying parent apostrophe S or parent S? Because somewhere in there, when I think of parents, I'm thinking of two people. So if a man is missing out the house, then there is no parents. It's just a single parent, if that makes sense. So then that means the child is missing the second half of its existence DNA and the second half of what it can learn. Because if it's a boy, it can't learn how to be a man. And if it's a girl, he'll never learn how to deal with men. And vice versa, if the woman is not in the house, let's go that way too, and vice versa. So that's another thing we're missing. So if you're right, if the government is now big brother, big daddy, then the government needs to make more rules stopping it. The government can't say, hey, we tired of y'all laying on y'all back having kids. But then on the other hand, you have now a social welfare like it's going out of style. So now I think when Trump got in office and he started to slice that, and maybe that was the foundation of saying, hey, we're going to make sure that y'all not just out here 16 having babies that you can't take care of.
You know, which was a good thing. I think the best thing he did was not just the slicing it, but taking the junk food off of that. Like, you know, there never should be soda and sugary stuff from EBT. The whole purpose of it was to feed kids health. The whole purpose of it. You know, to let them get, you know, all this sugar and then turn around later on in their life in the saying, well, we got to have health care for them. Well, you're the reason why they need the health care as bad as they do. So I think the government they gotta pick a side. And you want people to be healthy or you don't want people to be healthy.
That's right. Two sides of the same coin. But look at them. Look at it either way. They're gonna make money whether you're healthy, or the government's gonna make money if you're unhealthy.
They make it on both ends.
Yeah, they're going to keep it straight down the middle. So that then, with that being said, it's on to us, the American people, right? Because we have free will, the home of the free, land of the brave, right? So even if I had EBT, even if I could buy all that sugary stuff, should I do it? So now the American people have to take accountability sometimes for their actions. Because if everybody said, you know what, even before they took that part out of the snaps, if everybody like, you know what, we're not going to do this, we'd have been so much better 20 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I mean, think about the way we had gym and then the way these kids have gym. What they have ain't gym. Man, they work the hell out of us.
Yeah. No, I don't even know if schools still do gym. Do they still have PE? I mean, for older kids, I know the younger kids, kindergarten, they go outside. Yeah, I know kindergarten still go outside and play around, but I'm talking about like from 8th grade up. I don't even know high school is still do education of PE. I don't know if they do that.
Man, you
we
know
had to have wellness.
You know,
grade 1 in the 10th grade.
Oh, you had it in the 8th? Oh, we had it in the 5th grade.
Oh yeah. His name was Mr. Revette. We used to call him Mr. Cooley.
That was a perfect time for us. Mm-hmm. We were some freaks when we was little. I'm just gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? So they came in at the right time for us, man. We know all them little guys, you know, how I ain't gonna get it and all that.
Oh yeah, man.
And they came in right for my generation.
Did they? I was at Wright Middle School, and Mr. Rivette. We used to call him Mr. Corvette because we were trying to be funny. But Mr. Rivette, he took the boys in one class, and a female teacher took the girls in a whole nother class, and they brought in the people just to talk about boys. Like, yeah, at that age, you need to start using deodorant, brushing your teeth. You know, the girl you used to pick on in kindergarten, she might look different now. Her chest might look different. You know, he was just trying to break it down. And then in the 10th grade at Glencliff, we took sex education. So that's when we had to realize the banana with the condom, all that old stuff. I won't get into it.
They did that with
us. Do that no more.
Hell, y'all had good teachers. Ain't do that with us. Hell, ain't want no banana or nothing. I don't even know if they just talked about how you had babies. And guess what? When a lot of our class got to 11th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, that's exactly what they did. Had a whole lot of babies.
A whole lot of it became a maternity ward.
Man,
absolutely.
We had, it was. We had a program for pregnant women.
That's crazy.
In our high school.
That's crazy.
Yep. So the girls would still be in school.
Well, here's the thing. They physically there, but mentally they not. Because if they were mentally there, they would have made a better choice to wait to get out of high school to have these children. You having a child at 15, 16, and you still in high school, okay, so I can bring my baby to the school and you watch the physical baby. I'm sitting in class and I ain't learning nothing. What I wanted to do and learn is sitting in that other room crying. That's what I want to do and learn. So I don't know. It's crazy.
As I always say, man, most people are in a position.
You know, have you ever watched movies? Have you ever watched movies like back in the old days? They used to put these things called chastity belts around women.
Yeah.
And the only way you could get to it, you had to go through the father to get the key. We might need to bring that back.
We've been needed to bring that back.
Because if you won't have the key, you ain't pushing out no children. You ain't entering nothing. You ain't pushing out no
some
kids.
Women off. Ever since they start letting y'all choose the man, y'all been down bad ever since. It needed.
And like he said, they all choose the same men.
Huh?
That's crazy. He just said they all choosing the same men.
It's just like that
from
rapper,
the grandmama all the way down.
That rapper we had. They had from Memphis, 33 some kids and 24 women.
Mm-hmm.
That one man impregnated about 24 women. It ain't no whole bunch of dudes going out here doing that. I know a lot of dudes that's and you know, a little younger than me or a little older that don't have kids at all. And people be like, what's wrong with them? Shit, that motherfucker was smart. He was smart, Because, if he ain't going to marry you and then in the end, you got custody of kids, a new man laid up with you, and then he paying child support, and that man eating up them Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you know what I'm saying, from the money that you sent that he sent to you. Hell, yeah, he's smart. If you ain't gonna be with a woman, just don't even have no kid. I'll tell dudes that all the time. If you don't see yourself marrying her, do not get her pregnant. I'm just gonna leave that at that. Don't do it.
The worst stock I would ever buy in is Trojan. Because nobody's wearing them. I don't even know how they still in business. I honestly don't. They must be selling a bunch of condoms to third world countries or overseas somewhere because they're not buying them here in America. They're not. Walmart must have to go through there every 6 months and take the ones that's out of expiration dates and throw them away. Or give them to eBay and let them sell them on eBay.
It's a lot of dudes
that would be the worst stock you got.
It's a lot of dudes to wear them because it's a lot of dudes. I'm telling y'all, there are a lot of men out here that do not have kids. A lot of them. There are more Nick Cannons in that record that we was just talking about from Memphis. In Futures, there are more men like that than there are men that out here with, children. There's not a lot of men with children, not like the way the women think or the way that, even a lot of men think. A lot of these dudes get the same women pregnant.
Those same handful of men. Those handful of men are just out here just knocking these women down and ain't taking care of their responsibility. Nope. But again, it goes back to that thing in between their legs. A lot of people call it penis control. I don't know what you want to call it for women. I mean, it's like you're not thinking about the consequences in the moment. And that's the
Well,
problem.
a lot of the dudes don't think about the consequences because they don't really have to deal with the consequences other than financial, right? And a
Yeah.
lot of them,
Mm-hmm.
if you ain't got nothing, you can't take nothing from nothing.
Man, what you said.
You can't take nothing from
And
nothing.
that's what I'm talking about, Damo. A lot of these girls are living with these guys that don't know their last name, their middle name, where they from, no social security. So how you gonna get that man to be subpoenaed for a DNA test? You don't know nothing. It was a one night stand.
A lot
And
of
he's just like, it's over.
man, you know what I'm learning, Sky. A lot of things that people go through is self sabotage, and it's not only that,
Oh yeah.
but there's an issue with culture, and which pose for the next question I'm about to ask. Do foreigners value America more than Americans? So, without further ado, I'm getting this video and we're going to have this discussion. Because I think a lot of stuff that's messed up is culture. Our culture is screwed. The American culture is screwed.
If you're living in America and you complaining about how shitty the life is, go fuck yourself. I'm gonna keep telling that. Because the only thing that is wrong is that you are ignorant enough to organize your life. This is America, this is Hawaii. Who makes you sit in the place that you don't like? If you are from the different state that you do not like, I don't know, maybe you do not like cold. Maybe you live in the state that is always hot and you don't want that. Who is actually stopping you from taking your ass, putting yourself on the bus if you have no money to go to the, on the plane, and just going to the better place where you will actually find what you want? If you want to live in the colder area, go to the colder area. If you want to live somewhere where it's hot, go to the hotter area. If you want to live somewhere that is like that, put your ass on the plane and go to the place like that. And you're still within one country, and you're still in America, and you still have all the luxury in the world to do what you...
You know what I like about foreigners? Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. They don't know what sarcasm is. They don't know how to be cynical. When that guy is learning, he's straightforward. And sometimes it's good because sometimes you get straight to the point, but sometimes you run into the wrong person and starts a fight.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My thing is he don't know how to be passive aggressive. The way he's talking, he has to give it to you, a shot no chase or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He has to give it to you. And he's right, but it goes back to being 16, man and woman, having a child, shooting yourself in the foot before, because anybody under 18 can't do what he just says because you're still a child. But when you turn 18 to 21 and you want to leave, if it's just you, no kids, no bills, all you got is maybe a cell phone bill and maybe an old car that you fixed up, he's right. Go to the college you want to go to. Go hang with the people you want to go hang with. Go to the weather that you want to be. But when you 21 and you got 3 kids by 3 different deadbeat daddies and you can't afford to go nowhere, then you going to stay where you at and complain all the time. So I agree with what he just said.
We talked about this earlier when we opened up the show. I'm not staying anywhere where I don't feel welcome.
Right.
I'm from Ohio. I moved from Ohio because I didn't like the cold. When I got down here, I find it quite funny when people say you used to. No, I lived there. I was born and raised there, but used to it. What make you think I was used to it? What make you think I even liked it? Because if I liked it as much as you thought I liked it, then guess where I would be?
Right.
I'd be there, not here.
But to go back to his narrative, he's right. And it's called, I can't think of the word, but it's like somebody who has a nice car, right? Somebody who has a Porsche. They're not going to value it as much as somebody who's never driven one. Right. I've never driven one. So if I see it, I'm like, oh, this is dope. The engine, he's like, it is what it is. This is my third one. So people who are born and raised in America, they're entitled and used to what comes with America. But then those folks is in these countries where the dictators are cutting your head off and shooting babies in the middle of the street. Oh, they in love with America. You know what I'm saying? Because the worst thing that might happen in America, you just might go to jail. Where in some of these other countries, no. they're probably going to scalp you while you're still alive in front of the whole community. So yes, I get it why people are fighting to get here, to get some type of, not even freedom, just normalcy, just to be able to come outside and without wondering who's going to drive down the street and shoot the hell out of you because they feel like it. Because a dictator's son, he can do that. He can just ride around, kill people, and go back and eat lunch like he never did anything. So I get and I understand what he's saying. And a lot of people that's trying to come over here, they just want a better life. Some of them do want to help America. But then when you open the gates up, you're going to get the bad too. There's no perfect situation. But I'm with him. If you don't like it, you can always leave. But again, a lot of them can't afford to leave.
There it is. Speaking of,
a lot of people can't afford to walk to the anybody.
There it is. And speaking of, Scottie Pippen, man, is being scrutinized, y'all. They coming after my boy Scottie. Because now Scottie is dating a 23-year-old.
Okay, so 60-year-old Scottie Pippen is turning heads with his new 23-year-old girlfriend. And of course, he's getting mixed reactions, with some people congratulating him for still being able to pull a beautiful young woman, while others are criticizing the age gap.
Hell, my boy Scottie.
So old Scottie Pippen. So before I talk about Scottie, Damon, let me talk about Young Miami real quick because I was watching this last night. I love India.Arie. I am a huge India.Arie fan. I've got all her albums. But at the end of the day, it's not Young Miami's fault when she came out with that spended song, Scammers or whatever. It's parenting, right? If you don't want your child listening to Young Miami, they can't listen to Young Miami, at least not in the house. Now, out in the streets, at public schools, they might be able to get a place. So don't blame Young Miami for her music, because even if you take away all the rappers, if I want to hear music about killing and selling dope, I'm going to find a way to listen to that music. So I don't blame the artist. People have to take accountability. You mad because she performed that at BET? That ain't her fault. BET wanted her there. You know why BET wanted her there? Because the fans wanted her there. So I just hate that these folks always taking shots at this young girl, because she could be out here really scamming, stealing, killing, robbing, but yet she's making money legally. And if you don't like the conduct, don't listen. Now to Scottie Pippen, that's why I'm piggybacking. Everybody just need to mind their business. Is she grown? The United States says she's 23, correct? She's grown, correct? If she didn't want to be with Scottie Pippen for whatever reason, she could have just said no and walked away, right? Even if she just won for his money, or that he has 6 NBA championship rings, she can look up every morning when she wakes up. She's happy, he's happy. Let people go. Because you know how many people is doing that? That's 60, dating 20-year-old women? But since it's Scottie Pippen, now it's news. But it was Joe Blow down the street at 60 years old, dating some 27, 28-year-old girl. I don't care, he just pimping. Or she just using him for a sugar daddy. So no, if they happy, I'm all good for it. She ain't under 18. So now, in my opinion, would I agree with my daughter 23? No, because to me, she's still a child. But whoever those parents of that young woman is at 23, if they think it's okay for her to date Scottie Pippen, who am I?
Man, my oldest 26, my middle child 25. Well, my oldest was 23. I gave her enough knowledge that, say if somebody was 50, was to approach her, right? I know that she can handle her own, right? I don't think, and I think when it comes to that, especially you're talking about 23, there's women at 33 or 43, and I look at them online and I'll be like, man, you the same chick that you were in high school. And then I look at them, I'm serious, and I'll be like, I understand why no dude came to wife you. I get it, right? And then there are some that just, their upbringing molded them to be in the mode of a wife. Maybe they came up in the church and they had a father, so now they understand, you know, man, what it is to be subservient to someone. You got some women, just like what we were talking about with that case where the dude was talking about, you know, man, grandmama had her daughter when she was 16. Then Mama had her child when she was 16. Now her daughter had her child when she was 16. And so, what you got is you just got women that don't know how to really deal with men outside of in the bedroom.
Yeah.
They don't know how to have dialect.
That goes back to it. Sex is so easy that whether you're 23 or 60, anybody can do it with no consequences sometimes. So I'm with you. And again, that's why I said what I approve of my daughter at 23, because to me, she still ain't grown yet at 23. You still living, you're still maturing. Get out and see the world. But her family might be different. That's why I said I can't judge nobody. But that's how her family is.
We know women right now that's our age, and you can get them in their feelings just with words. That's not maturity. Think about that. If I could say something to a grown-ass woman and get her into her emotions, that's not maturity. She ain't grown at all. Right. She hasn't grown at all. And so I don't equate age with and I get it. And in a lot of scenarios, that is way too young. But there are exceptions to the rule. Because I also don't think when people be like, let it mature, and I be like, well, what is that? Because, man, when I see women in their 30s competing with women in their 20s, that's not maturity to me.
Right.
A lot of these women are afraid, and men too, are afraid to age. Ain't nothing wrong with aging. No. It's okay to get older. Well, you ain't got to compete with the young dudes or the young females. A lot of these women, I'm telling you, man, they in their 40s and 50s, and I look at them and I'm like, man, you behaving like a child. You are acting like a child. I can tell you, my oldest is 26 now, but at 23, she was light years ahead of women that was probably 2 times her age. And you know why? Because she had a dad around. So I was telling her and giving her information that's valuable to women that other women can't give to other women because they don't really know from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
So they knew.
Yeah, she might be a mature 23. She might have been really mature, but again,
if you have a parent, and you know, Sky, you're right. If you have a parent that can talk to you, I'm talking about they got common sense and can talk knowledge to you, right? And to break everything down, you will mature. A lot of these kids are the way that they are because their parents don't have any influence on them at all. They don't influence them in any way. The kids don't be like, oh, I want a relationship just like my parent, because these parents got fucked up relationships. Right? Or I want a career like my mama and daddy. They see their mama and daddy come home stressed out, drinking and stuff. They go right to the liquor bar. That's how jacked up their job is and how stressed out they is. Most of these kids don't see anything where their parents influence them. You know what I'm saying? And so it really comes down to the makeup of the parent. Like I tell mine, like, how dare you allow this person to get in your ear? They ain't put no food in your stomach. They ain't put no roof over your head. They don't put no clothes on your back. So you value their opinion over the person that literally take care of you? And I know they sat back and was like, damn. And I know the outside world still have influence on them, but that make them take a look like, damn, this person wants what's best. I went to my oldest one, like, why wouldn't you want to run a dude through me? I know all the game. If I ain't ran it, I done seen it, right? So the way she gonna deal with dudes is gonna be different. Compared to a woman that's, even if she in her 30s or 40s ain't had no father figure around, she don't know how to handle no man. You want to know why she don't know how to handle a man? She ain't got a man. You know what I'm saying? And we see beautiful women. And you're like, damn, you beautiful. Damn, you this. Why ain't you got a man? That's why.
I can tell you why they beautiful on the outside, but they load a bunny on the inside. If you watch
They don't want to
the Looney
compromise.
Tunes show, man,
They don't want to compromise, I mean, my happiness matters. So you will compromise your family for your happiness. Why would I want to build with you? Or why? How do you think I see a future with you at all? Nothing is about my kids first. You know what I'm saying? If I'm unhappy a little bit, my kids okay, then that's what matters. Are they in a healthy situation? Or am I putting them on a foundation where they're going to be a better person than me?
yeah. Yeah, if any of y'all ever watched the Looney Tunes show, Lola Bunny, that's a lot of them. They're pretty on the outside, but when they open their mouth, it's like, okay, never mind. Never mind.
And it goes to and to the point of what that dude was saying, and I think this was the most important part. Man, we got to be accountable for self. Whatever is going on, sometimes you just got to figure it out. It can't be everybody's fault of why your life is messed up. At some point, you got to go ahead and do what's best for you.
Right.
Yeah, what it is, man. You know, you don't like a place, move. I don't like this neighborhood. Move. You ain't got to stay in that neighborhood. I don't like this city. I don't like how it's being ran. Move. You don't have to be in that city. Is it going to be easy? Hell no. You don't like the country? You don't like America? I tell you what. Go to another country for about a month or two if you can. And then see, you don't know if you don't like America until you really got something to compare America with. And going on vacation to another country, do not tell the whole story. No, go live there for 2 months and see if you like the country you at compared to the country you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Most Americans ain't been out of America to live. They've been out to vacation, but they haven't been out to live. So they don't know.
Have no clue.
They have no clue.
Mm-hmm. But people like that, no matter what they do, you'll never make them happy. They're gonna be mad about something. So that's why I just let them just rant.
And with Scottie Pippen, man, that's the thing females need to understand. It's more likely for a dude to keep himself in shape, right? To get a young, beautiful woman, you know, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, right? At 60. Then it is for a 60-year-old woman to get a young dude. Because the young dude understands what when he get with that 60-year-old woman. What do you think the biggest thing that young dude understands?
If it was me, I'd say she carries a lot of baggage. Like all her hopes and dreams are dead, and whatever she wanted to do in life didn't happen. But this young girl, she's fresh out, she's spirit, she has energy. She's gonna keep me young. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion.
Well, I agree. I would flip this. I would say with the older women, you know, it's just all about fun. That's all it is. It's fun. You there for fun. But you ain't gonna have no babies with her. She's 60, right?
Right.
What is there that she can give you of any value other than having fun with her? She got a lot of experience in travel, and probably career, and probably sex. So what is it that she can give you?
And that's why most men have the best of both worlds, right?
Think about what Scottie Pippen could do for that girl.
Mm-hmm.
Not only can he give her a kid, he can take her around the world and have her, you know, experience things. When she travels, it's gonna be her first experience. in a lot of places that he can afford to take her.
Mm.
And he can simply just take care of her. And most men look to take care of the woman, especially if they got the capability to do so. What 60-year-old woman is looking to take care of her? Man, that's like a son to her. She ain't looking to take care of no young man.
She's looking to have a good time, not a long time.
He just there to have a good time. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. That's the double standard to it. It's unfortunate. It ain't fair, but it is what it is.
You're right. It is what it is.
You know, I'm not mad at Scotty though. His wife did it.
Hmm?
His ex baby mama did it. Remember, she was dating Michael Jordan's son. Y'all remember that?
Awkward.
Scottie baby mama was
Yep.
dating Jordan's son.
Yes, awkward. Yes.
Man.
Hey, but she did it at the time when Scotty and Michael wasn't really on good terms. That's what made it awkward.
Yeah, that's
They
what
were
made it
using each
work.
other. So I was like, why did you wait till now to do this? But you know, it is what it is.
That's why, man, that's a discussion for a whole nother day.
Right, that is. You're right.
I'll be starting something I know. I know without further ado, though, speaking of controversy, Drewski and these skits, man, hilarious. And here's the latest one.
All right.
Please let me back in your heart. Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go. Let you
Louder,
go.
louder.
Now,
Come on, Michael.
I see you, and it's all. Don't want you back.
Yeah, dude,
I
nah.
want you back.
Ooh, ooh, baby.
I want
Come
you
on,
back.
nigga.
I want you back. Oh,
I'm finna get that belt out. Y'all, sing louder. Sing louder. Come on, from the top.
Oh, baby, give me one more chance.
From the top. There you go. Come on, Michael.
Please let me.
Start dancing, Jermaine. There you go.
Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go.
Get that belt out fast. Get the whooping somebody ass in here. Louder.
Now, I want you back. Ooh,
Fix your face, Jermaine. Fix your face.
yeah. Nah, nah, nah.
Oh, my God.
What's wrong with Drewski?
So, you know, he did that. Perform at was it the BET Awards that they just had?
Something like that. Cause they were mad at the way he hosted the BET Awards.
And he was doing them skits with Janet Jackson, and she was not happy about it.
No. So they mad at him. They mad at Young Miami. They just everybody just had some type of issue with the BET Awards. But I haven't watched it or watched the most of it, so I don't know how his hosting was. But yeah, those skits, they were upset.
I got to see the whole skit. I only seen part of it. Man, the parts that I've seen more than that part. But the parts I've seen is so funny, dude. So funny. They got to give Drewski his own show. I don't even think he need his own show. I think the numbers that he do on social media, man, you don't have no limitations. They can't put a cap on what he can and can't say. So I understand why he don't have a TV show.
Right, because he might have learned from In Living Color, because that's why In Living Color went off, right? Because Fox started to cap what they could do, right? So he's probably learned that if I just keep it on social media, because I mean, everybody has rules, YouTube, TikTok, but it ain't as strenuous as broadcast media, Fox 425, CW, what the hell ever. So yeah, if it allows him to be creative, then he's going to be creative. And when you make money doing what you love to do, that's the American dream. A lot of people are making money and they're miserable at what they do. At least this man can make a living doing what he loves to do.
And he's real good at it, man. Shout out to Drewski.
Yeah,
you know, but I wanted to end the show with that. I thought that was hilarious, man. I ain't never seen it, bro.
Well, yeah. Have you seen the movie, Michael? Did you go see it?
No.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right.
I can't remember the last time I've been to the movies. And I think We grew up with Michael Jackson. What more is it? You know,
Man.
I've seen a lot of footage of Michael. So
Yeah. I was thinking that too when they said they were gonna do the movie. Even when they did the James Brown movie, I was like, for B, I've seen so many documentaries, read up on them. Like, what part of his life are you going to talk about that I don't know? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I heard the movie's really good, so I guess when it comes to streaming, I will watch it.
I wonder if people was passing out the same way they passing out when he come out on stage. Them girls like, didn't fall out, and then you just see them getting carried to the back of the crowd. You know?
Mm-hmm. God, I can't believe he's been gone. When he died, 2009.
Oh no! I
No,
let me be in a concert with my woman, and she pass out over another man. Shit, you better catch that cab home, heifer. Come get in the car with me. Shit, I dare you, man.
What are you gonna say if your woman spent $1,000 to take pictures of Chris?
Oh, that's ain't my woman no more. Ain't my woman. No, you $1,000 to take a picture? Oh no, we ain't dating. No, you single. What? Hell no. $1,000? I don't care if it was $10. You know what I'm saying? That might almost get your ass single. 1,000? Oh, relationship over. It's over. Hell no. People that chick can spend $1,000, then for him to lift your leg up and toot your ass out and look like y'all in a relationship. Hell no.
Well, that's what these women are doing.
If he charging $1,000 for you to take a picture with him, I'm gonna charge you $2,000 to ride back home. That's what's more important, that ride back home or that photo you got that's gonna get ruined the moment it start raining.
Yeah. A lot of them ain't thinking like that. That's what I'm saying. That's why that guy was saying if you have an issue with where you live, you can move, but you can't move when you spend $1,000 for a picture. It ain't like Chris Brown is hurting for money. He's probably taking that money, blowing it at a club somewhere. No hate. But I'm just saying that could be what he's doing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just wanted to ask you, what do you even sit here spending? Yeah.
Man, I wish I would have thought of that, man.
And don't forget, a lot of guys did. Some guys did break up with their women over that. Not everybody.
If I could go back in time, I would have got one of them Polaroids and would have charged $20 a picture. Come get your photo with us, $20.
Man. Shake that picture out. And look, the little white part at the bottom you can sign. There you go. Absolutely. Yep. You know, man, I'm cheap. I still have one little small disposable camera. We had to take the film to Walgreens. That's what I would have had.
Yeah, what you saying? I would have had it. I think I would have just got the Polaroid because I can hand it to you. You go on your way, I go on my way. No, you wanted to take it with your own camera, fine. You know what I'm saying? But I would have had our own camera to snap it where I wouldn't even have waited for them to have a camera. I'd have never waited for it. You know?
But that's what we
had. What, Scott? What you saying, Scott?
Shake it there, like give it like 90 seconds, it will appear. And then I would take my little pen and just sign the bottom too. What's your name? How you spell it? Okay, thank you. Next, you know. But yeah, $1,000 for.
He brilliant, man. I got to give it to him. I got to get him in this camp. A lot of these folks, man. A lot of other artists are doing it, but I think that's Chris Brown's thing. So
Chris Breezy.
What, man? Y'all got anything going on this weekend? Y'all got any wrestling events or is anything this upcoming weekend for y'all?
Well, let me give a shout out to Top Rope Wrestling at 945 East Bador here in Lebanon, Tennessee. So if you in the Lebanon area, okay, this Saturday, July 11th, I believe, at the Wilson County Fairgrounds, Top Rope Wrestling, 7 o'clock. I think doors open at 6. Show starts at 7. If you want to come see some good wrestling, go there. If not, then wherever wrestling is, you have PWA in Gladeville on Friday nights. You have SWF in Tullahoma on Friday night. So support your local wrestling. Go out, have some fun. Be safe. As far as me, Sparta, the Human Anaconda will be there. IWF in Sparta, July 18th. And y'all, the radio station is coming back as soon as I can tell these folks to quit charging so much money for a desktop computer. That's another thing why it's so high too. Not only the processors and the computer chips, Damo, people are moving away from desktops. They're all using laptops. So
I might know somewhere you can look. I might know somewhere you can look and get an even better price. I'm gonna give it to you because I built the AMD 3200 some years back.
Oh, Jesus! Right.
Yeah, and it was a powerful computer. I'm gonna show you where you can go. I'm gonna show you where you can go.
Thank you.
Matter of fact, as soon as we get off of here, I'm glad I thought of it.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking for a nice one. I don't know if it's the one you're talking about with the tower or if it's an all-in-one, but
this is a market where you can get whatever you're looking for from anywhere.
Okay.
You can have it shipped from anywhere. So I'm about to, because that's one thing. I'm very resourceful, so I think I'll be able to help you with that. But you definitely helped me out, so.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, I'm surprised this computer is still working now doing this, but I guess being on Restream don't take up a lot of bandwidth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, only thing I gotta worry about is
it takes up a lot of bandwidth, man. And even when I was at Best Buy, the guy was like, "Ooh, that's old." You know what I'm saying? It's slow down. I'm like, you don't even get a lot of updates or nothing. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
So well, hopefully, man, this information I give you, hopefully it can help you. And I'll be looking forward to the update next week then.
Absolutely, yeah. Please send it to me. I don't have no problem researching and going and seeing what I can do. Because again, I went to Best Buy to do what they call an open box, and it didn't work out. But that's what I get for trying to be that cheap.
Well, hey man, we want to take this time to thank you guys if you're watching. Matter of fact, I'm connected to Bigo, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And Sky, you're on
Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And let's give a shout out to Malfunction and
Faith. I think Faith was on here too.
It won't even let me scroll. Yeah, Faith, Malfunction, and Joe. Well, we know him as Ringer. He's one of our referees at the show. Shouts out to him and everybody who's watching live.
Man, we appreciate y'all. Next week, we got, I had so much content, I couldn't even upload it all. We could have literally dragged this show to 3 hours. We got some stuff next week. Make sure y'all tune in. Sure y'all tune in next week, because y'all going to be like, what in the hell was going on? It's a whole lot going on in the world. A lot of craziness. We're going to tackle some of it next week. Some things we didn't get to this week, all right? Man, I just want to leave with this. The only thing guaranteed in life is death. So don't worry about the things you can't control. Only control the things that you can. And if you went to sleep, if you woke up on this half of the dirt and you go to sleep on this half of the dirt, man, claim victory over the day. Because there's a lot of people who woke up, it's not going to fall asleep. You know, are they going to fall asleep permanently? And that's going to be it? Then there's some people who didn't wake up at all. So I just want to leave y'all with that. Peace, love. Until we see y'all next week, we out. Peace, y'all.
Peace out.